as soon as look at. So sorry.
Hey guys, I'm Aaron Blosser, and I'm here with GNWY.
Hey, my name is Julian Hyacinth. I'm Woohoo!
Cut! Run it back!
Hey guys, I'm here with GNWY.
Hey, I'm Julian Hyacinth. I'm a motivational speaker with Gen Y. Yeah, and I'm cutting to you after that.
Bro, that's so. Can you say that with confidence?
Yeah,
I'm
a motivational speaker with Gen Y.
Actually, let me show you how to do it. Hi, I'm Julian Hyacinth, all the way from Canada, Toronto, and I'm a motivational speaker.
Canada, Toronto?
See, I was going to tell people where I was from after. Introduce yourself.
Anyways, this is going to be in the bloopers. All right. I'm Jordan Miller. I'm the founder of Generation Y. I'm a rapper, I don't dance. I'm a rapper, spoken word artist, and motivational speaker. Welcome to my TED Talk.
Your TED Talk.
Just kidding.
Okay, fine. So everybody, my name is Shase. My name is Shase. I'm a dancer, hype man, and I just gotta keep everybody energetic and entertained. What? You don't like my name?
Shase.
Shase.
Hey, that's sick.
It's Shase.
Oh my gosh.
It is sick.
That's
What's
my
up,
dance
guys? My name is Kiki. I'm a motivational speaker and an influencer for Generation Y.
Awesome.
So, GNWY, we all would love to know, what are y'all gonna do with the funds from Balto?
Yeah. We got a solid plan, Jordan, to talk about it, for real.
I thought we were going down the line.
No.
So, all right. So we're gonna dive right into it, I guess. So, Generation Y, over the past 5 years, we have already been in front of over 120,000 students live. And so we were actually in Michigan a couple years ago, and we were right before COVID hit. We get into the school, the principal gets the email from the CDC. They're like, "Hey, you can't have kids over 100 people in one room, right?" And during that time, we ended up going from 2 assemblies in one day to doing 6, back to back to back to back. And so, she can attest to this.
She could
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And so in that
I
moment,
failed that test.
right? No, we killed that.
We did.
We set a world record. Okay.
We really did, but this is me at the end.
It was wild. So, but in that moment, we were all discussing as a team that we are looking to do and build out 2 teams because Generation Y, especially coming out of COVID as well, because last semester from August to December, we were in front of 12,000 students in 5 months. And the start of this year, January to March, in 3 months, we're going to be in front of 15,000. So like everything is getting picked up rather quickly. So we're looking to, for one, build 2 teams that's able to travel all over the state and then all over the nation as well. And then we have already started the launch and the creative brainstorming and writing to our curriculum. That's going to be a follow-up procedure to our assemblies. And so that's going to be a 6 to 9 week program that's going to be able to follow up and talk more about mental health and all the things that students and even adults deal with. Mm-hmm. And so it's going to be an amazing thing that's going to be a follow-up. And then at the end of the 6 to 9 weeks, there's going to be an assessment for students to be able to see where they're at with their purpose, with their goals in life, and then being able to open up and talk about mental health. And so 2 teams, mental health or curriculum, and then an internship program. And so we're going to be building an internship program for students that are graduating out of high school to be able to be a part of a creative arts team, but then also be able to get, what's it called? College credit. For, I looked at the teacher, that's what it was for the people. Get college credit for, their degrees and everything like that. And so, and then be on the road and experience what it's like to be a part of a nonprofit as well. And so, community service hours, you could use it for whatever reasons you want, but an internship program and then potentially, working toward getting a building. And so a Generation Y type of building to be able to host dance events, conferences, camps, and then all of our interns, and then have a dope podcast thing, like this.
Like a production studio.
Yeah, production.
I want something like this.
Yeah.
So follow-up question. Still talking about Balto.
Yes.
What has been your guys' favorite thing about being at North and doing this Balto?
I think for me, it's been the camaraderie amongst amongst the students. One in particular, we had a chance to sit in the classroom and we did like this this question, this hot seat question. They asked us a bunch of questions, but it then turned into us really speaking into their lives and just kind of like asking them about, you know, their passion, their purpose, and why they even joined on and jumped on. And you could really hear the heart behind why they want to do Balto and increasing school spirit and addressing the stigma of mental health, because we've come to understand that it's not cool to talk about mental health right now in this generation, and we want to destroy that. And they're so passionate about that. And that's one of the imprints that they left on my heart. I would say in terms of a fun memory, because that one was more purposeful for me. I was like, man, this is so inspirational. But a fun memory was the fair that we did all around the football field. They had the booths and everything like that.
0 degrees.
It took a lot for them to like It took a lot for them to put all that stuff together, but you could tell that they enjoyed it and they wanted to be there. And it just reflects us as Gen Y, because we want to be here for them and the rest of the students. Yeah, for sure.
Alternating,
Yeah.
skipping.
I was just already talking. I just wanted to hear
Chauce,
your voice.
Chauce,
Come on, Chauce.
what do you got to say? Because I feel like I feel
Um,
something bubbling over here, man.
I'm sorry, can you repeat
It's
the
his
question?
guts.
So what has been your favorite thing about being at North this year?
For me, I'd say is when for me when I come in, it's just the energy and excitement every student seems to have prepping for this week. Cause I'll come into school and it's like, oh my God, you're here. I'm like, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I made it.
I was like, I made it. There's no place I'd rather be. But I love how excited and how much prep work I'm seeing that goes into this, and nobody is in a way complaining. Everybody's just 100% down and committed to doing this, and I find that very nice.
That's good. I think like everybody said, is getting to know the students here. That's our passion. We're really passionate about engaging in students' lives, because Oklahoma is the third leading state in mental health episodes coming out of COVID, which is nuts. It's like roughly 65,000 teens are affected by that. And so being able to see their excitement and wanting to change their school and change the atmosphere, and it's been insane to kind of see how it has slowly changed, because when we first got here, it was, I'm not gonna lie, Edmond North is kind of down bad and not like excited or engaging, and it feels like they're slowly becoming more. It's you can see it building. As far as like a fun memory, I think not Chase. It was me. It was me and Caleb, our video guy. We actually showed up at your guys' homecoming dance, and a lot of students didn't know that we were going to be there, so they were stoked. Because when we said that we were going to be involved with the school, I don't think that you guys believed it, and we're here like almost every week. So.
Yeah.
I know it seems like a basic question, but it definitely makes sense to me. What makes you different from all the other companies that talk about mental health and suicide awareness?
So glad you said that. No,
I've been waiting for this
Slams
one.
down
I've
an
been
empty
waiting
cup.
for this one.
You hear that emptiness?
Right? I'm at the bottom of the cup.
I'm ready to go.
I'm so jazzed.
First and foremost, one of the things that we don't do as a nonprofit is compare. When I know Jordan started this out, it was strictly the passion for the youth and the unspoken. And so I don't necessarily see a lot of nonprofits speaking for the unspoken. And now let me digress, because there might be a lot, but in the state of Oklahoma, we're trying to care for our home. And when Jordan first looked out on the grand scheme of things, he's like, nobody is doing what these kids need. And so I believe it's relatability and the heart for the unspoken is what sets us apart. To dive deeper into that, I'd probably throw to Jordan.
Yeah. I don't need an answer because he just did it. So no, I'm right. Yeah, good job,
Just
buddy.
eloquent.
Whatever,
This
man.
It's probably the beard.
It's the beard.
It's the beard.
And the 2 cups from
I need
Starbucks. That's
I need
what
more
it's
sugar
from.
there.
That's what it is.
Double fisted.
He had a tea and coffee. Like, who needs that much
This
caffeine?
is so
This man.
unrelatable to me.
Anyways, no, man. I would
didn't
say
get it this morning.
you did
That-
what?
I
This
didn't
man
get
straight
any
up
caffeine this
drinks
morning.
2 red wines
Me neither.
a day.
I would say, man, the difference between us and I think we did an interview. That's what it was. I did a video with one of my friends about it, and it was coming out of Stuco State. And I say it in the video, but I say the difference between Generation Y and some of the people who are doing it, that some people are doing it, some people are talking about doing it, some people want to change, but it is the difference of connection. Seeing a need and fulfilling what it exactly needs instead of what we think they need. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people see students, hurting, or they, see something that is going on that's catastrophic to the world, and they think they know what the world needs, or they think that they know what students need, or whatever. But like us being in the students' worlds for the past 5 years and actually hanging out with students and actually like having students around us all the time, it's like we actually hear the heart. It's not like, okay, we know that mental health is an issue, let's just stuff it full of information and, being, whatever type of thing that we think that y'all need. It's more of like, okay, we hear the need, we hear y'all's voices, we hear some people even like crying out for help, literally. You know what I'm saying? And so in those moments, you can actually see what y'all need, and we're able to fulfill that with the type of content, and then also make it feel, creating a welcoming atmosphere. It's actually like going into those atmospheres and not trying to change it, but then also, bringing a hope to it that's able to change the atmosphere instead of making people conform to what we think it needs to do. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for
So, y'all are the future, man. So it's like, why do we need to come in and act like we know a whole lot whenever y'all just really need to be heard, And so I feel like that's what we do best, is create a welcoming atmosphere. So.
Another question. Let's. I know Julian was talking about like how all this started, but diverging from that, question, how did each of you start out with GNWY?
We both did that.
Did we?
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
we both lived in Akira.
Okay.
That was
Akira's my
tight.
government name, if you guys don't know that.
Sorry.
But I go by Kiki. So I first got started with Gen Y. Oh wow, this is like where do I start? So a group like this came to my school when I was in high school, and that group kind of changed and fluctuated, and Jordan was brought on at a point, and it was passed off, and Jordan really created it to be what it is today, which is way more inclusive, way more in the students' lives, and not so like we do perform, but we're more about bringing hope and, like he said, bringing an atmosphere of change now. And so when I caught on to Jordan's vision about what Gen Y was going to be, I was full in. Like, that's what I wanted to do. I had been involved with past assembly groups, but nothing hit home as much as this did, because I was able to see like a physical change in students.
And that was 6 years ago.
Yeah, 6 years.
Been in it.
Yeah, been in it. And flaming cars and everything. That's
We have some wild road stories, and if we do a whole nother interview on that, then we could be doing this for a long time.
because like,
It's so
But
funny.
long story short, my car caught on fire. Coming
This
home
was the
from-
first time
from a
we've
trip.
ever done a trip together.
Yeah, the first time I ever hung out with Jordan. And to make a longer story shorter, I didn't like Jordan because of this incident, because he refused to put out the fire with his tea.
I
He
love my
He
sweet
said,
tea.
I haven't opened it yet. And we're in the middle of nowhere. There is literally, like, you can see a casino about a half a mile away, and there's like no fire departments. So we're beating this fire out and throwing our drinks on it, and Jordan's just like,
Balto's theme is road trips.
I love
Don't
road
go on
trips!
road
That's
trips.
it, road trips
Don't
to
go on
Balto.
road trips with Jordan.
It's full circle,
That's
Jordan.
that's not the theme of it.
Full circle.
Full
That's not the
full
thing.
circle.
No. But anyway, sorry. Finish
But
your
now I
story.
love Jordan. Jordan, like, that was just a minor inconvenience, but Jordan really is incredible in leading a team and bringing
Now
people
I'll
on who are
sacrifice my team.
passionate.
Hey, sometimes a man just needs his sweet tea.
My man knows. He already knows.
Like,
Thank you.
Come on.
Where do you get your sweet tea from?
I don't drink sweet tea.
But he supports the sweet tea.
It's not that I don't hate sweet tea.
Yeah.
It's just like
all
it's,
shade and no tea.
I'd rather drink water than sweet tea, honestly.
Come on, man.
Okay, that's
Okay,
good.
fine.
Stay hydrated.
Hydrate before
Stay
you
hydrated.
dive in,
Stay
Hydration
hydrated.
goals.
That's
That's
right.
good.
Yeah,
They teach
for
you
sure.
right in the network. Yeah.
Okay, Chase,
Network,
how
network,
did you
yeah.
get started with Gen Y?
So for me, I think it's about 4 or 5 years ago.
4 or 5?
4 or 5 years ago, me and Jordan had a mutual friend that
We still have that friend. Why are you acting? We used to have a friend.
We used to.
Okay.
R.I.P. No.
Alright, me,
Now we're arches.
sorry,
Arches.
me and Jordan have
Yeah,
a mutual friend.
We still have.
We still have. We still
Currently,
have.
it's still-
We still have our mutual friend.
She's still alive. Yeah.
Yes. She's married now.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Nobody thought they departed.
This is gonna take a while.
she texted me and told me that her friend Jordan needs help with a photo shoot for something, for some clothes and hats and stuff. And I was like, okay, sure, I'll tag along. And where did we go? Cause that drive was like middle of nowhere. I was kind of worried. Like I didn't really know you that well.
Oh, it was Jet, Oklahoma.
Jet, Oklahoma. Okay.
It's where the white sand is.
Oh, at the Salt Plains.
Yep, Salt
Yeah.
Plains.
Yeah, I just kind of got in his truck and started driving.
With
It's in the backseat.
random guy.
Yeah.
Random guy.
Very get out-ish.
So at the photo shoot, I meet the other dancers, and we're just kind of hitting it off. And Jordan's like, "Oh, you dance?" I'm like, "Yeah, a little bit." And then kind of started going to practices. And after my first assembly, I was like, "I'm hooked. This is what I want to do. I like the message, I like the meaning, I like the energy it brings to the assembly. I like how involved the kids get at times." And I was just like, "This is what I'm in."
Yeah. Cry.
Making Jordan
Cry right
tear
now.
up.
Oh man. My story. I'm gonna keep it real short, man. I came down from Toronto, Canada, to visit a friend of mine, and through that I met Jordan, and we just honestly just had just a genuine conversation. We have a lot of things in common. We both do music. We both we love speaking. We love pouring into the youth. And then so we just had like a sit down and we talked, and he just asked me questions, got to know more of me. And he's like, "Man, I really want to like bring you on to this thing that I'm doing." And I'm like, "No, I don't like it. I don't want to be a part of it."
Yeah.
No. But I met everybody else, and no, I met everybody else, and I was like, "Okay, he's
That's
onto
it.
something." But if it's just you and me, this is gonna go down very
They
fast.
really do fight like an old married couple.
This is literally
I
like
can
my
see
brother.
it.
Like it is bad. I could literally stay mad at him for 2.2 seconds. It's bad.
Okay.
But again, for me it comes back to the heart. I saw his heart, and that's really what brought me on. And I think that coming from a big city like Toronto to Oklahoma, at one time was a culture shock to me. But then when I saw like how many kids we were impacting, and like Chase said, how many of them just like buy into this message that we're pushing with their energy and their attention. It's just like you say, you got me hooked.
I think one thing that Jordan's really good about is finding people who have a passion and he pulls it out of them. And
Right.
he's able to help cultivate it and make it into something that can help others. So it's
Yeah.
not just your passion, it's passion to help others, which is
That's his
insane.
gift. He is the Nick Fury of Gen Y. He will
Oh my
find-
God!
He will find
Amazing!
every member of the Avenger.
I mean-
Because Tony Stark didn't want to be Iron Man until Nick Fury showed up.
Wait,
Captain America.
technically, Tony Stark was Iron Man.
Yeah, but
before.
he didn't want to be, right? And then Captain America
sure.
didn't want to be, and then he's Nick
Captain
Fury.
America didn't have a choice. He literally volunteered.
He's
Is this a whole new
He
genetically
could
made.
have been.
We're not doing
No,
that. We don't
Captain-
inject anybody with
Jonathan-
anything to be on
No, yeah.
Gen Y.
I hope that's the thumbnail, is my face on his body.
With an eye patch.
Oh my God!
That'd be amazing.
The Nick Fury of Gen Y.
Oh my
Working
God.
on my
Party
No,
scene.
I
Let's go.
definitely see Jordan's. I see all your potentials. influencing us and everyone at this school. You know, I think that Jordan, me and him we were talking a little bit the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh, this guy is really smart. This guy he definitely knows how to communicate with other people. I definitely, like Kiki was saying, he just takes the passion right out of you and just like molds it and helps you. He's the pottery maker of passion.
You could be my Patrick Swayze. This is Ghost. Wow.
You're the man, dude. I appreciate it. I really don't know how. I don't know how we I don't know how I lied to you of getting the smart thing, but I appreciate it. I would say the biggest thing, man, for Generation Y is we don't want to just show up at a school and do one thing and then leave. That's why we're doing the curriculum, the internship and everything too. And then that's something that we promised even the student council is that we're not going to be here just for a week. We're going to be here for like the next 5 years doing free assemblies and doing all that kind of stuff.
Actually,
so this is not, yeah.
Well, I thought you guys were just here for like this year and then you.
No.
We're not the type to just collect a check and bounce. Like,
No, we dedicate.
Oh, yeah,
we've done
I wasn't
this so
assuming that at
long
all.
without money.
Yeah. So, but like I said, we'll be here for at least doing a free assembly for the next 5 years. So
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, we hope to look for you guys a little bit more.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys.
Yeah, look for us in
Thank you.
opening assembly.
Shout out to the Husky Network.
Yeah.
Y'all are always killing
GNWY signing out.
Thank you guys. That was awesome.
Thank you.